Pregame.tv talking Game 4, Miami Heat, San Antonio Spurs. It would be nice to know who won Game 3. We are taping this as we speak. It's in the first half. The Spurs are up 7. That's why VR is sweating so much. I have the winner here on Game 4, what I feel to be the winner on a proposition bet. Let's talk about it. The Heat, Bryan, Leonard, they've had a much tougher road to the finals. Is that going to play havoc with them as this series goes deeper?
No, I don't believe so.
Havoc?
You're disagreeing with
I don't believe so. Well, I don't know what you're going to say.
Down 6.
I can't. If I could predict that kind of thing, I'd be 100% in all my videos if I knew what was going to happen.
Your video record is quite fine, young man.
Here doing videos.
That's right.
Now his video record's quite fine, as is yours, VR.
Thank you.
Obviously, you're a big Miami Heat fan. Let's talk about players, because my best bet is on props, and we'll go the big 3.
And the truth is, I'm not even a Miami Heat fan.
You are now.
Exactly. I was a fan of them to win the championship this year. I just thought it was a given.
As far as the big 3, obviously, if you've been betting these players, Wade has been choppy of recent times, but the first 2 games, James, 28.5. He's gone under by like 10 points in terms of points scored. Bosch isn't getting there most nights. You're seeing some of the players, not the big 3. You're seeing Chalmers stepping up. You're seeing the Birdman stepping up. Do we expect to continue to see this, or do we go deeper in the series? Maybe Bosch and Wade and James start all scoring more, or which one?
You have 2 of the best defenses in all of the NBA in field goal percentage allowed. So you don't expect guys to shoot lights out to begin with. And then you couple that with the fact that you have 2 extremely efficient coaches. I think the Miami Heat coach doesn't get enough credit.
Oh, it's because I think they've hired tremendous people to help him.
Exactly, of course.
So he doesn't make any adjustments during the game, during a half.
Exactly.
But they go into the locker room.
Exactly.
He gets somebody.
And they tell him what, exactly.
Right.
And I don't think they get the credit as far as the coaching staff does because of the players that you have. When you have those kind of superstars, unless you're Phil Jackson, you're really not going to get the spotlight shined on you. Mm-hmm. With that said, I think defensively, both teams have been doing a good job. Look at the total for both games.
2-0 to the under would probably be 3-0 by the time we go home tonight.
And then the perfect storm for why these players aren't scoring a lot is the fact that these are proposition bets. And we know they're usually inflated on star players towards the over. They're
Especially
usually shaded
Vegas,
that way.
Like Dunkin' Donut be 19.5 at the win last night. 18.5 at bookmakers.
Exactly.
Just by doing a little, paying for a little gas, running
and driving,
around
exactly.
in the heat. It's amazing some of the stuff you see. Like tonight, I played Ray Allen under 10.5.
Because and that makes total sense. And when you look at the data, I mean, it totally reflects that. You look at Wade, regardless, he's hurt. We know that. He's not 100%. There's not a lot of players in any sport that are going to be 100% this late in the season. So you can't really just put it on that. Instead, I look at it like, here's a guy who averaged 21.2 points per game during the regular season. Against Indiana, he averaged only 15.4 points per game. Against the San Antonio Spurs, he put up 17 and he put up 10. To me, it looks like he has those games, like you said, the Game 7 versus Indiana, where he did put up some points, and I think it was more because he was complaining he wasn't getting the ball the game before. But I think you're going to make more money betting the under on guys like that, on that big 3 during this series, than you are the over. I really do.
If you put up a prop with 11 guys and you bet every one of them under, you're probably going to go 6-4.
Exactly. You're going to turn a profit. I think you're positive EV betting the under as opposed to trying to be selective and find an over.
I don't know who you're going to take in this, but the one thing I would like to point out is San Antonio right now, if you're watching the games, they're not letting anybody score underneath. They're letting everybody shoot from the outside.
Yeah, Bosch, go ahead.
In the last game, I thought LeBron was going to be drawing fouls all day long, going to the hoop. They wouldn't even let that happen. Where do you want Dwayne Wade shooting from? You want him shooting from the outside, or do you want him penetrating like he has done in the past underneath?
And they're not calling fouls.
It's going to be tougher for him to get
to the line 13, 14, 15
shot 35.
times.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why these first 2 games have gone under. 35 free throws, game 1. Game 2, they shoot lights out. I had over. I'm not bitter.
They shot 50% from the 3-point line.
They shot like 28 free throws. It's like the
You're
lowest
bitter. I'm
number.
bitter. I had a live parlay with that over.
Angry Birds. See, you guys play, right?
No.
The big cardinal, the little
I know it.
Black bomb.
Basketball player?
I know it. I don't wish I had that time.
Yeah, I know. I don't even have a single game on it.
I got a 2-year-old. He plays Angry Birds.
You got it. Yeah, I used to.
play
Exactly. I understand what you're talking about.
Exactly. So as far as Miami, LeBron's been scoring 18 points a game. It's got to go higher as these games get more and more important. He's got to be taking more shots, right, Bryan?
Depends on if it works when he's not. I mean, he's more than happy to pass the ball and be the facilitator if his guys are hitting. If you look at Game 1, wide open shots, they weren't hitting.
No.
Game 2, wide open shots, they were hitting. So as long as they're hitting, LeBron's very happy to just get the assists and the rebounds.
Yeah, it's almost as if he doesn't want it at the end of the game.
The poor guy, it's like he's got it tough. It's like if he facilitates, he gets a triple-double. He's like not taking command. And if he like Allen Iverson's and goes 15 for 32, he's a ball hog.
Yeah, like, you can't win.
Can't win with the media. Believe me, we all know about that. So,
yes.
Let me go ahead and make this official, and I'll mention the fact we haven't discussed yet that's landed me on this prop.
All right.
Game 4, we're going to go Dwayne Wade. His Game 3 prop number was 60.5. It'll get adjusted slightly depending on how good a game he has tonight. We're going to go under for Wade, 60.5 points. And here's the reason why. The Miami Heat, they blitzed Milwaukee in 4, and I think Wade had some very good games. Then he started slowing down completely as we went through the physical series against Chicago, where he got the heck beat out of him. The same with Indiana. Now, but he had some time off between these games. Now, for the first time in the playoffs here, they play 1 day off only. They play again another 1 day off only. Wheel back on Thursday. Those older legs, and he's not healthy right now. It's going to be very difficult to shoot him up, whatever they have to do to bring him out there. And I think there's going to be a clear pattern. Wade, when he's not able to recoup for 3 days, that he's going to be seeing less and less of the action. I think under 60.5 is solid. What do you guys think?
I agree.
I was going to mention that, but I had a feeling that may be your key point.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. I mean, especially when he's beat up and he's admitting to being that beat up.
Very good. Well, at pregame.tv here, we are done with
going to the ice. Going to the ice.
We're going to go to the ice, and then we're going to go to the UFC. So we're going to bid adieu to Bryan Leonard, who is going to go start live wagering in the second half.
I'm going to the ice also. I'm getting me a cold one.
Attaboy.
I hear you.
Attaboy. Save me a seat.
Same time, same place next week. And if they provide, we'll be talking more and more baseball. Hopefully they'll let me continue being the host. You guys pick the winners. Super. Stick with us. We'll be talking on the ice Game 1 and how the heck didn't Toronto beat Boston? How are they?
Yeah. How did they get to the cup?
Stay with us.
How did they get to the cup?
Pregame.tv.